Hello, collective. Welcome back to my channel. This is Divine Eye Mystic Tarot, back with another general reading. This is could be past, present, or future energy. That of my collective, my beautiful and handsome collective. Your past person's collective, places, times, and also events. This could be clarity and validation for a lot of you. Gender is also fluid, so if I'm talking about a he, I could also be talking about a she. Same situation, same scenario, just flip the roles, all right? But we're going to go ahead and dive right in and pull a few cards, get a message out. I'm hearing that song by Jeffrey Osborne. Why you get so mad about it? You have to get so mad. I'm trying to think what that name of that song is. You have to get so mad. I don't know. It's something about something. It got something to do with being mad about something. Like somebody could feel like you got mad about something, or you got too mad about something. Like why you get so mad about it? I don't know, child. Listen. Look it up. Look the song up. I don't know. I just know it's by Jeffrey Osborne. What does my collective need to know? Messages for the collective. Show me what I need to see. The spirit, angels. Got Aquarius Feminine that came out from the verse. I don't know if you could read upside down, but Aquarius Feminine. So that could be in a south node. Could be a low vibrational Aquarius. Be cross watching for Aquarius. Could be a placement in your chart. Show me what I need to see. What does my collective need to know? The messages that we have for the collective, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Collective need to know. Yeah, down low, bisexual, man or woman. Could be regarding that, or it could be significant to whoever the reading resonates with. Any more on this message? Any more on this message? Let's see. You got, will you ever trust me? Hell, we don't know. They want to know if you'll ever trust them. Will you ever trust me? Shit, they need to ask themselves that. Can you be trusted? That's the question. Next card, full back tattoo. Could be significant. Yeah, somebody could have a full back tattoo. Man or woman. Next card, text me, call me, email me. You could have somebody blocked. Like they could feel like, they need you to reach out to them first. Maybe they won't know if they blocked or not. If they shit, I don't know, child. They might be the. And this could be somebody want you to call them, text them, email them, so they can, use it as proof that you reached out to them first, or that they, that you still interested or some shit like that, like as a sign or something. Next card, thinking you couldn't until you did. Came out in reverse. Yeah, somebody didn't think you would walk away or something like that until you did. But it came out in reverse. Thinking you couldn't until you did. So that could have been, a past thought that somebody was thinking. Could be born in 77. Man or woman. 1977 could be significant. What is this regarding? What is this about? Somebody could be down low or bisexual. Will you ever trust me? Somebody could have invested in their future with the wrong person. Anything else on this message? Overall energy? Anything else on this message? Got two men trying to come out. Anything on this message, Holy Spirit, angels? Dark energy vampire soul snatcher. So far, I'm getting somebody, is possibly like having some nostalgia, like possibly also going through like a spiritual awakening or a dark night of the soul, because it's like somebody is like now coming, like somebody is in some type of awareness or something like that. Like some light is being shed on something for somebody, or some light is being shed on somebody or something about somebody. Because it's like somebody is like either around somebody or they in some dark energy or something like that. Low vibrational energy. Like they frequency is low. Like I don't know if it's because they depressed or they are in an environment where, people are like low vibrational. Like they could be doing things. Their mindset could be, off balance, when it comes to them not making the best choices themselves. So somebody could be, in an environment of, just people that making a lot of bad decisions, a lot of, reckless decisions. Like it could be an unhealthy lifestyle, mindset, all the above. Because somebody is like in a devil like atmosphere or energy or something like that with this dark energy vampire soul snatcher. Like somebody feeds off of low vibrational entities, people. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody need to be careful the company they keep or the people, um, I think it's more or less like what people don't know about people when they're not around, like what somebody do behind closed doors. Um, Especially when they're not around that person all the time, because I feel like somebody, has like a dark energy about them, very dark. So far, the overall energy I'm getting in this reading is like this dark energy vampire, soul snatcher. Like, yeah. And when this card fell out, it fell under. When this card fell out, it fell under here. It's download by sexual masculine. It fell out under that. So somebody thinking you couldn't until you did. Or like somebody may have thought somebody, couldn't. I'm getting somebody didn't think somebody either couldn't make a decision to walk away or couldn't decide, what direction to go in until they did. What path, what direction they wanted to go in until they did. Clarify this dark energy vampire soul snatcher. Who's this dark energy vampire? Soul snatcher. Clarify dark energy vampire soul snatcher. Who was this? Show me this person. Star in reverse. With the devil in reverse at the bottom of the deck. And the Six of Swords. Ten of Wands in reverse. So whoever this is, it's not somebody, it may have been somebody at a time where, they was not, maybe somebody that did not love themselves or not, thinking, like I said, this is somebody that's low vibrational. Like somebody was a star in reverse. Could be a feminine energy, could be a masculine as well. But I feel like, somebody could be dealing with somebody that it could be a masculine dealing with a feminine that's in a dark, that's dark, or vice versa. Take a high resonate, but somebody is a low vibrational Aquarius film. It's out here in the makeshift deck in reverse. Aquarius film. It came out in reverse. Okay, so clarifying this dark energy vampire. It's a star in reverse. Aquarius energy. Could be a feminine. Got the devil in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Capricorn with the six of swords, 10 of wands in reverse, 4 of pentacles in reverse. Like somebody is releasing themselves from some type of, toxicity, addictions. Freeing themselves of some bond or, whatever bondage or, restraint or self-limitations or whatever somebody, felt like they were restricted in. Like it's something, you have to release yourself, based on what you examining and evaluating, when you look at yourself, when you're looking at the situation, like re-examine what you, looking at and be honest with yourself. Are you really stuck? Are you? You know what I'm saying? It's like, somebody having to look at why you feel like you ain't got no control over something. Like why you feel like you can't control this situation. Like that, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you take a closer look at something and like what's going on around you, you may not really be trapped or, stuck in a situation. It's just that you may be afraid of leaving, based on what you feel like other people's thoughts or, you know what I'm saying, what you, gonna do next if you don't do this. You know what I'm saying? How some folks say, I would get this up, but what I'm going to get this, get us up in place of. Like, you going to stop smoking. If I stop smoking, what what can I do in place of smoking that's not going to make me miss smoking? It's like that. It's like somebody releasing themselves from, some toxicity, like some addictions, a mindset, atmosphere, energy, you know what I'm saying? A way of living, a way of thinking, you know what I'm saying? A way of being. Especially if it's 6 of swords, like somebody, moved on to calmer waters, like, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't feed, something if you don't feed something, it eventually dies off. It falls away, you know what I'm saying? It goes away if it can't get what it wants. So I feel like, if when somebody 6 of swords walked away, like somebody starved and released themselves, but starved out whatever dark energies or dark, entities that, may have been in your energy, feeding off of your energy. So when you walk away from people, close out cycles, call for your energy back, collected from people, places, items that no longer serve your higher self, you can't feed that, that negativity anymore. Like you pay it no more mind, you don't hold no grudges, you move on gracefully, you know what I'm saying, with the Most High God, at your side. Because a lot of times people move on recklessly and the very thing that they think they walking away from or turning their back on is really an illusion. Like you really in the back of your mind still thinking about it. Like if somebody piss you off bad enough, you'll return. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you get beside yourself or somebody trigger you too damn much, you'll return to that bullshit again. That's why people say, man, they're gonna make me, go back to my old self. Shit, ain't nobody gonna make you do shit. That's a decision. That just means you ain't in control, you know what I'm saying, of your new self or the version of yourself you trying to be. You ain't in control for real. Clarify the star in reverse. Dark energy vampire soul snatcher. Clarify the star in reverse. Yeah, Page of Swords. With the 9 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Somebody got some curiosity questions now because somebody like in some extreme anxiety, like, tension, unhappy as a motherfucker. Like somebody questioning, want to know what's going on, where somebody at, what they doing, who they doing it with. You think if I do this, this, what can I do to make this happen? You think they still want this? You think they over here, they still live there, they don't work there no more? What if I go to their job? What if? Okay? Because somebody got some curiosity questions now. And they could be, working on some type of idea or got some type of creative idea that they working on that they keeping close to their chest. Down the soul, especially if they feel like, there's no communication or something like that going on. So, or they blocked, or they, just in their head about, the fact that, whatever they did or whatever happened caused like separation. You know what I'm saying? It didn't cause somebody not to, like, cause somebody to be in their head about, where things ended or how things ended based on what was said. Like somebody, not doing so well. Like they could be having some sleepless nights, you know, um, like just, a lot of regret over past mistakes. So whoever this is like, somebody could be a Gemini, could be an air sign, but somebody, want to, especially if they see you rejecting an offer now, or they see, that whatever they were doing to, if they rejected your offer or whatever that was supposed to trigger or, cause, didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, thinking you couldn't until you did. Like somebody may have thought, Six of Swords, you couldn't walk away until you did. And it's like whatever they thought, that Four of Cups, like whatever energy or whatever emotion somebody had, if they thought, oh, I can keep doing this, I'm going to try to do this and see, what they do, or kept doing some shit thinking somebody wasn't going to walk away or eventually move on, and they did. Page of Wands. Clarify this Page of Swords. I'm curious about asking questions what this is. Somebody want to take some swift action and move forward, big changes. Somebody want to come in and make some big changes. King of Swords. King of Wands in reverse. Five of Pentacles. So somebody could be in here trying to be, real slick and shit like that. Could be now, because, what I'm saying, when somebody astute, what I'm saying, they know how to, they quick to, be able to assess a situation, but then they also, make a quick assessment, and then they, look into, they jump right on like how they could manipulate a situation. Like how they can, work their way around, something, to get the outcome that they're looking for, something like that. Yeah. And even, with a King of Swords, it's just like a Queen of Swords. You know what I'm saying? They're very clever. They know how, they got clear boundaries, but this could be somebody that, has to be clear on what they want when they set their boundaries and when they make their decisions. Stand firm in them, see something through, finish what you start kind of thing. So, then you got the King of Wands in reverse right behind that, Aries energy. So somebody in the past may have not, had much, self-control, what I'm saying, self-discipline at the time. Somebody was low vibrational. Yeah. They've been battling conflict with themselves, when it came to what they should do or the action they took. Some, competition they may have put you in, with the Five of Wands. What's the Page of Swords with the Eight of Wands? Clarify the Page of Swords with the Eight of Wands. Energy vampire. You got the Four of Wands. With the World. I'm telling you, yeah, somebody was shocked that you ended something. Yeah. Especially if they, felt like they could like say something, do something. Ten of Swords in reverse. Like if they felt like they could say something, to prevent something, from ending, completely. Like somebody was shocked that whatever they thought, whatever old cycle somebody thought somebody wouldn't close out or they can keep open, they or whatever they said could keep it open, it didn't. Especially if they were, resisting change when it came to them, possibly, going toward their calling, or not wanting to admit that they need to make some changes within themselves instead of trying to say what they could to like keep something open. Especially for a victory, but they want this 4 of Wands. Like somebody curious if you still want this. They want to come in and take some swift action or something. Especially if whatever you're working on, like somebody, curious about what it is that you doing, with yourself now or something like that. Because this 4-1 also talk about, establishing like a business, other endeavors, you know what I'm saying, that may be things that you may be working on, that's bound to be successful, be a success, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's like somebody, looking at the fact of something being wish fulfillment for them, like something, somebody checking off all the boxes for them. But I feel like they, somebody was involved with like a star in reverse, and it's like that star in reverse is like curious. Um, it could be down low, they could be bisexual or something like that. But somebody is like curious, like you know what I'm saying, with this Page of Swords. Like some, they could want to know, like somebody wants to know, especially if they don't walked away from this star in reverse. It's like somebody, wanting to know, like if somebody married, if they together, if they with somebody, if they, you know what I'm saying, if they happily involved with someone, you know what I'm saying, they given a commitment to somebody, you know what I'm saying. But it's like, with the world in reverse, there's some endeavors, that somebody, is thinking of, but it's like you got to put the work in. Because I feel like whatever it is that somebody feel like, they may be lacking, it's not. Like everything somebody need is already around them. Like somebody has what they need, to move forward in a new relationship, recognition, something like that. Like whatever it is that someone needs to move forward is there. They have it. You know what I'm saying? It's at their disposal. But I feel like, it's up to the person, that closes out a cycle to start something new. Whenever that is. Whenever that is. And I feel like, the choice is up to the whoever, wants to move forward and do something like, but you don't have to have, that company or somebody at the time. Like you got to give them time to catch up and do their own, homework. Because I feel like most people don't remember, don't appreciate what they going toward unless you're putting in some hard work. You know how people is when they work hard for what they have. They remember it, they hold on to it, and they honor it. You know what I'm saying? In whatever way they do that, but they take pride in whatever it is they know they work their ass off for, and they don't mind telling you, that's what they, that's what hard work will get you. You know what I'm saying? And nothing comes to a sleeper but a dream. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not gonna take the action, Ain't no need in you asking the questions. Page of Swords, like don't, and somebody asking questions, but they ready to take some swift action toward this 4 of Wands, but somebody want to know if somebody's like involved or do they still want this. Like I said, it's some curiosity questions, but it's centered around what I just said. Like, will you ever trust me? Think this person will trust me? You know what I'm saying? Clarify, will you ever trust me? Clarify, will you ever trust me? Yeah, 8 of Cups in reverse with the Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. See, somebody want to come in faithful. They want to come in faithful. They might be, at a page. It might be at a page. That don't mean, things won't pick up. They just have to make that decision, to start from where they at. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. So, I'm just saying, started from the bottom, now we're here. So this person may have to start where they left off at with you. Maybe you wasn't, financial where you were, where you needed to be at the time. Maybe they ain't now. They sell. You know what I'm saying? Whether they admitted it to you or not. But it's about them making the move that is supposed to set things in motion, Wheel of Fortune. But that's, like I said, it's up to them. 8 of Cups in reverse, Pisces energy. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. It's like if you know what I'm saying, you split now, you might regret it later that you didn't face something. You know what I'm saying? This person, possibly looking at, coming back around, but they don't know if you will ever trust them. You know what I'm saying? They coming in as somebody faithful, good, you know what I'm saying? Could have some money, some good news about money, some goods or whatever it is that they purchasing or something like that coming in. This person, could have been working on their appearance and things like that, so they may be looking different right now. Yeah, somebody coming in that's ambitious, goal-oriented, or they looking at you like this. Yeah, because somebody coming in, or they see you like this, but they may be, at, an Emperor in reverse right now, or they were. Could have went through a change with the Death. Yeah, leaving, possibly a Queen of Pentacles after some relationship done went south. But at this point, you got the 8 of Cups in reverse, so they could possibly, want to come back around, possibly, a second chance or something like that. It's the 8 of Cups in reverse. Will you ever trust me? Yeah, you got the 6 of Pentacles. Got the Chariot at the bottom of the deck with the Sun. So at this point, Aries, Leo, Sag, somebody don't know if they want to try harder or just back off. You know what I'm saying? Leave something the way it is. But, they want to come in and give you some type of equal give and take. Coming in, as generous, or they see you this way. But it's like, they want to go on this journey. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to them going toward their happiness. With the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, Cancer energy. They see you as somebody they, can be happy with. Like they see you as happiness. Very confident, you know what I'm saying? Cheerful, good times and stuff like that. So, like somebody feel like, you are a upgrade to their life. But they don't know, whether to try harder, at something, or just back off, leave something be. But it's like, either way, they got to make a decision. Yeah. got Pisces, you got Taurus out here so far. Will you ever trust me? Clarify, text me, call me, email me. Text me, call me, email me. What do they want? What do they want you to text them, call them, email them about? You got the Seven of Cups, and you got the Moon in reverse. The Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So somebody feel as though, like, whatever it is, like, it's like, you know, some type of, because the moon is about, you know, with it being in reverse, it's like somebody gaining clarity. You know what I'm saying? Like they seeing something clearly now. Like they, you know, whatever, you know, was done in the dark, whatever, you know, somebody was doing, you know, that was a delusional, you know what I'm saying, or an illusion, like whatever illusion somebody was casting, or, you know, whatever shadow of doubt somebody was trying to, you know, keep, you know, over somebody's head, making them question something, like somebody's seeing that now. And I feel like somebody's not accepting anybody's offers right now until I feel like they hear from you. With the Seven of Cups out here, you got the Seven of Cups that came out with the moon. Text me, call me, email me. Clarify the Seven of Cups. Yeah. Got the Five of Swords. The Empress at the bottom of the deck. You know what I'm getting? Like somebody want another person that done figure something out to like it's somebody collective that wants you to trust them again. They don't want to. They want to know if you will ever trust them again. But there's this Aquarius feminine that is doing something behind the scenes. Five of Swords. Like they, you know, got some indirect communication going on or something like that. And it's like somebody want another person to call them, text them, email them. It's like somebody want something going on behind somebody's back or something like that. What's the Seven of Cups with the Five of Swords? Because it's like somebody having a lot of different people, you know, like somebody confused, or they were. Somebody's confused. Or they got a lot of endless choices, you know what I'm saying, fantasizing about, you know, how something can be or something like that. But it's like something going on behind the scenes. Like somebody got some. It's like somebody wants something, some kind of communication in spite of, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the Five of Swords with the Seven of Cups? Clarify the Five of Swords with the Seven of Cups. Yeah. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. With the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck now. you got 77 out here. 777 can be significant. Seven of Cups, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. What's the Seven of Pentacles in reverse with the Five of Swords? Clarify the Seven of Pentacles in reverse with the Five of Swords. Text me, call me, email me. The Chariot. The Three of Swords in reverse. I feel like this is text me, call me, email me is what somebody like waiting for you to do or want you to do. Like low key behind the scenes, like somebody, and I feel like it's somebody that won't like either your past person or whoever this is to reach out to them. And I feel like it's because they know somebody is moving on. You know what I'm saying? But Three of Swords in reverse. Somebody blaming, somebody else because something is ending, with them. A King of Cups, it's Pisces. Somebody's walking away from somebody. You know what I'm saying? Something is ending and it's, may not cause somebody a lot of pain or any pain at all to walk away from this person. Because hell, it's Seven of Cups. It's Seven Cups up here. So, any one of them can walk away, but it's like, it don't matter because at this point, somebody is more focused on another person out of all these other people. So it's like somebody waiting to hear from another person overall, and it's like somebody in this group of people want to, pretty much like distract this person or get this person attention as fast and as quick as they can, in any way they can. And if they can't, then it's like, somebody blaming another person for the fact that somebody ain't reaching out to them. And it's like, somebody don't want all these other people, but there's, all these other people could want this person to call them, text them, emailing, you know what I'm saying? But this person is moving on, you know what I'm saying? It's like, somebody may have made an unwise, investment, you know what I'm saying? Unwise, investment in something that wasn't getting anywhere with the Seven of Cups. Like they may have, invested in this, thinking that this was going to, kind of help them, get closer to their decision or, make a decision. But I feel like, too many of these people, had a lot of, things going on behind the scenes, like behind their back, behind this person's back. Or they, they were part of what was going on behind the scenes with this person when they came to you. So now, like somebody, is taking another path, and it's like somebody blaming another person because they possibly feel like this person is like moon in reverse, like they gaining some clarity, like somebody is not under no illusion anymore. Like nobody can't make somebody question their intuition anymore. Like they following, they facing and going forward. Like somebody's in that on that journey, like they gone. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody that made a decision to face whatever challenges they got to, deal with the people they got to, along the way, as they come. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Swords, because somebody, is not focusing on whatever they were focusing on at one time. It wasn't getting them anywhere as far as them seeing something come from that. Because even with the Seven of Pentacles in the upright, it's like somebody actually, minding their business. They tending to their garden, they investing in planting seeds, to later on, get their Ace of Pentacles. Later on, reap what they sow. You know what I'm saying? the harvest, you know what I'm saying? But at this point, this person is going, they moving forward. It's forward movement here. And they start with they self, like somebody's, looking within, but they also facing challenges that may result in them having, a heart to heart with somebody with you. You know what I'm saying? After gaining some clarity, but this Three of Swords in reverse, like somebody has to, you and this person, both parties have to accept and come to some type of agreement that both people are partly responsible for how something, ended up, and the pain that was caused. You know what I'm saying? The hurt that was, you know, inflicted. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you stuck around, this person felt like, you wouldn't go nowhere. Maybe it was moments where, you should have left the first time and not looked back, or you should have, gave this person a boot, or, what I'm saying, stood your ground a lot sooner. But that's something that, Three of Swords in reverse, like, one person may have been able to do that, Six of Swords, and move on gracefully, and the other person didn't. But this Three of Swords is also, somebody that they may have walked away from, that this dark energy vampire, like this person may feel like, somebody else they going toward is to blame for the fact that they can't control this person anymore. Like they don't have access to this person and their energy and their mind like they used to. Like somebody freeing themselves or whatever it is that they know has kept them, involved with this person or in this environment with people like this. Like somebody blaming somebody else for an ending, when you just really have to accept the fact that whatever is ending is, partly their responsibility. They partly responsible for it. So if somebody know they were not the best choice for somebody, they know they wasn't a healthy choice for somebody, you got to accept this person, want something better for themselves, be happy for them, let them go. You know what I'm saying? At this point, most people don't want to let something go if they've been getting their way with it. They got to start over with somebody new and manipulate somebody new all over again. And that's why some people find it hard, to start over anew. You know what I'm saying? People like, why they always got to be with somebody that got somebody already? Because it's easier to manipulate somebody already taken than to start with somebody new that is so focused by them being alone and by themselves that they going to be too aware right out the gate. But if somebody, got something to lose, they got more to barter, you know what I'm saying, and bargain, for if this person get them where they want them to, and it's like, I got your ass. Nah, you got to deal with me or I'm going to tell your person anyway. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Clarify thinking you couldn't until you did. Clarify thinking you couldn't until you did. Clarify thinking you couldn't until you did. Yeah, told you. Somebody thinking you wasn't going to change. Somebody shocked. You know what I'm saying? Somebody shocked that you, made some type of, change, like you. Yeah. Like if somebody thought, you wouldn't close out this cycle, if somebody thought, them resisting change was going to keep you from moving forward because they, didn't come back around or they didn't go on this journey with you, don't give a fuck. Not at all. I'm hearing that song, you can reach for the sky, the blinking of an eye. Niggas done got you for all your shit. You can talk the talk, you can walk the walk, out your mouth and don't talk no shit. Don't fuck around with these guys because you don't know who you fucking with. Not at all. That's that song that came on the Watch soundtrack with Dre and Snoop. I still be bumping that joint, that soundtrack from the Watch, baby. You can't, man. When you know, you know. What's the tower with the world? Clarify the tower with the world. Like somebody might have been shocked somebody wasn't going to close out this damn cycle and go and, you know what I'm saying, make some major moves over here. Young Lord. You get rid of the get gone, get rolled over. Stop, wait a minute. Just say words. If you can see the thoughts that's in my head, I'm tripping. Gotta listen to Young Lord, baby. What is it? The Tower with the World? How about the Tower with the World, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels? What's the Tower with the World? Okay, so I got the King of Pentacles in reverse with the Lovers in reverse. I feel like you cause a tower for somebody. You cause a tower for somebody when you made this decision to close out this cycle. And I'm also getting that somebody yeah, somebody was resisting change. Like somebody could be shocked that somebody traveling or moving. Thought you could continue here. Especially if somebody thought somebody couldn't get over them. Or like somebody didn't think somebody would succeed at something or be a success or like, wouldn't, what's the world by itself? Clarify the world by itself. What's the world by itself? Ten of Cups. Like somebody didn't think something was going to be able. You know how somebody feel when people think like, oh man, as long as they waiting on me. You know what I'm saying? How they say, as long as I owe you, you'll never be broke. Like somebody feel it, a thought, as long as somebody stay like at a distance or something like that, that they wouldn't get this, or if they wasn't able to close out a cycle or something like that, or if they didn't never go towards somebody, that they wouldn't never get this Ten of Cups, like somebody getting this Ten of Cups. Like if they, like I said, even if they got to get it by themselves, I feel like somebody didn't think somebody. You know how some people say, or some folks will be like, you think I can, what you think I'm going to pay for with my looks? Yeah. Some people can. Some people can get a lot of shit done just off face value. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really, that they looks really is paying for it, but it's the fact that people know the person behind the face. You know what I'm saying? The face is, they looks is just a bonus, but the person, is what most people, you know what I'm saying, is looking at. Got the fool at the bottom of the deck. But it's like somebody thinking, like making an unwise decision at a time where maybe, they shouldn't have been betting on something. Because I feel like somebody lost at it. Especially when they got somebody that, don't want to cooperate or something like that. Or they, hold on. Okay. All right, I'm back, y'all. Um, yeah, this King of Pentacles, it's like somebody made an unwise decision at a time. You know how somebody bet on something and you lose the damn bet because of the fact that they, had too much pride or had too much confidence in something, especially if they done got used to somebody taking them back or, then being able to say, something and it actually don't happen. Like, oh man, they ain't going nowhere. And a whole another year go by and they still with them. Like, they ain't still with them. Like, shit, I guess she ain't lying then. But it's like somebody can't say that now. Because at this point, it's like love is in reverse. Like somebody could be trying to manipulate or control this person, staying and going, you know what I'm saying? Or thinking, they can forcefully, make something happen. You know what I'm saying? Or make a person stay, but it's like somebody not. Yeah. Because you got the fool at the bottom of the deck with the judgment. Yeah. Like somebody trying to make some, cause somebody to really, not get where they going on time. And somebody shocked that somebody, that may live at a distance or that somebody's, not letting distance, keep them from this Ten of Cups. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Somebody ain't letting distance keep them from this Ten of Cups. Like somebody may have put you, or you may have put somebody, or somebody may have put you in an unfair competition and had to walk away from somebody that possibly was trying to force, a connection on somebody, with the lovers out here, or force them into thinking that they was a person or something, that they was this star, when somebody was a star in reverse. But I feel like somebody was trying to be, I don't think somebody thought somebody was. Somebody may have thought somebody was beautiful, but not brainy. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they get. Somebody may have thought somebody was just look good and thought they was stupid. Not really. Thought they was handsome and stupid. Not that either. Okay. But somebody taking this leap of faith, they going on this journey with the fool at the bottom of the deck. So, shit, at the end of the day, hell, it is what it is. And the judgment, like somebody possibly now, going through some type of transformation after ending out a cycle, to start something new. So it's going to probably make somebody's, foundation a little shaky now, you know what I'm saying? They may have to, depend on, somebody to look out for them or something like that. Or they may have to end up, staying with some family members or something, losing their independence over time, over this or something like that. Yeah, because it's like somebody was trying, how somebody would try to keep you from, they'll do the most to try to keep you from leaving them. Because they know if you the one paying for everything, that mean I got to go if me and you ain't together. Like you ain't going to want to, ain't nothing keeping me here. Like we ain't got no kids together. Nothing making me, your responsibility no more. So if somebody walk away, it's like shit. If they walk away, they money going with them. They walk away, their energy going with them. Somebody was a dark energy vampire. They wanted this person low vibrational, where they can control and manipulate their energy. Top of the deck, pointing fingers, blame game. Yeah. I'm in here collecting. Somebody can have a full back tattoo, could be significant. Hopefully that message resonates with you all in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Until next time, you guys, make sure you hit that like, that subscribe button on your way out. I love you. Mwah. Bye.